The reason why I don't believe in the gender roles, like I said in the beginning, to me, it's basic life skills assigned to a certain gender. Like, for example, women cook, clean, and take care of kids. Now, we hear it a lot. We hear women say, I'm not cooking and cleaning for a man. Okay, makes sense to why you say that. Because as humans, we should be feeding ourselves and cleaning up after ourselves and making sure the area around us is clean. And since the man put sperm inside of a woman so the woman could grow the baby inside of her belly for 9 months, that's literally going half and half on the kid. The mom just gave birth to it while the man planted the seed inside of the woman that wanted the baby. So it makes sense, but it's not the reality. Let me go deeper into. I'll break them both down. At least my thoughts on it. I'm not saying that I'm an expert at this, but I've always heard this. Now, cooking, women's gender roles are supposed to be cooking, cleaning, and taking care of the kids. So let's put man and woman in the house. They're married. Let's say the woman goes and, like, she's not in the house. She might be visiting her family members, spending time with them. Man could be at home. So, according to the gender roles, the woman is supposed to cook, clean, and take care of kids. Meaning the man should not do any of that. So, there's going to be a filthy house, no food in the refrigerator or cooked, and the kids are going to run around and break stuff because no one's watching them. Last I checked, that doesn't make sense to me. But if you're a woman watching this video right now, please let me know in the comments if it makes sense to you. Now, for us men, what we're told to do, we're supposed to pay bills, protect, and provide. But the way I see it, maybe I'm wrong, men and women are both protecting and providing for the kids that are in the world. We just do it very differently. Like, for example, for the women, they supposed to cook, clean, and take care of them, right? Okay, you cooking, like physically doing it, lets the kids see how that happens. That way, they'll see it enough in their childhood that they at least have an idea how to do it. So not only are you providing a service, you're also showing them how to protect themselves. So if they get hungry, they know how to feed themselves because they saw their parent do it or parents do it. Cleaning is also protecting and providing. You're providing a service physically to let the kids see, oh, this is how you clean this is how you clean that, this is how you take that out. Now, mind you, this applies to both genders when they're young. But anyway, then you taking care of your kids. Now, the taking care of the kids part, it took two people to make that kid. Why is only one person taking care of the kid? So now you're going to teach that man that he can bring kids into the world and not be responsible for them. Yeah, go ahead, impregnate a woman. And then when that kid comes into the world, don't take care of it. He would be called a deadbeat for that. Now, providing, protecting, and paying bills. I already said that both men and women do that in different ways, protecting and providing. But the paying the bills thing, let's play that out in the house. Let's say the man isn't there and rent is due. Now, maybe some people will say, well, he should have left the money. Okay. Let's say he does leave the money. The woman's not supposed to pay bills according to the gender role. So even if the money is there, she should not be touching it. Because according to the gender role, she does not have to pay a bill. So I still think that landlords that own properties, they come in person to collect the rent money. So if she's not supposed to pay the bills and the money that's there for the bills is there, why not just give it to the landlord? But then that would be her paying bills. Because, yes, although she didn't put the money there for that specific reason, she still took that money and gave it to the landlord for the rent. She just paid the rent. Now, that makes sense to me, but that's not reality. Let's take the gender roles. Let's separate the family. Not like not in that way, not in a bad way. But I'm aware that there are some marriages where the couples live in separate houses. If the gender roles are so pervasive, and let me not say that, if the gender roles hold water in any situation, then putting the couple in their separate houses where the mom would have the kids and the dad would have his own place. Let's say the mom that has her own house with the kids, right? And she's only doing her gender roles, what she's been told that a woman should do, which is cooking and cleaning and taking care of kids. That's the only thing she can do because that's what women do. She's gonna get evicted. You think the money stops coming because you have this, the money, like, bills don't stop. They don't. They're reoccurring. So if bills are due and you as a woman has been taught not to pay bills, although the house might be clean and there might be food in there, you're gonna get evicted because you haven't paid any bills. So then you and your kids are gonna be out on the street. You can't blame the man for it because that's your responsibility. That landlord isn't gonna go to your husband's house and be like, how come you didn't pay the bills on your wife's, how come you didn't pay your wife's rent? That landlord is gonna go to that person that has that house that landlord owns. Now, let's look at it the other way. Men are supposed to provide, protect, and pay bills. Now, this man has his own house, so he's not only providing money to the landlord, he's also protecting the house that he's responsible for by paying the bills. But the man is not taught to cook, clean, and take care of kids. It takes two to make a kid. Everybody on this earth is walking sperm. Literally. We all are. We all came from our father's nutsack. So, he doesn't have to spend a dime on the kids because he's not supposed to, well, he doesn't have to worry about the well-being and the maintenance of the kids because that's not his job according to the gender roles. Also, cooking and cleaning is not in a man's gender role. So, that man, yes, the bills are going to be paid, but the house is going to be filthy. There's going to be no food in it because he's been taught not to do that. Would you want your kids to live in a filthy house? In a house that has no food? And these are the reasons why I don't believe in the gender roles. Some people say that I've heard a few women on social media say that the gender roles are in the Bible. How many men on earth are actually religious that live by the Bible? I ain't saying that there are no men on earth that grew up reading the Bible, going to church, like having to memorize word for word what's in the Bible. But there's men out there that are not religious, that never read the Bible. I know because I'm one of them. So wouldn't it make sense to say the men that grew up religious, that read the Bible and believe everything in that Bible, shouldn't that be the example for them instead of every man on the planet? So these are some of the reasons why I don't believe in it.